Hey everybody, this is Drew Kaplan, Star Wars Maven. Very excited. This is not only a book briefing with me, but also the very first time that my oldest daughter is joining me. Yay! Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, awesome. Today we're discussing this book, Leia, Princess of Alderaan, written by Claudia Gray, she's written such a great book in Bloodline, but also did one of the best Star Wars books we've seen so far, Lost Stars. Really incredible. But it's a young adult novel, and thus my oldest daughter here has read it. And Sophie, how old is Princess Leia in this book?
She turned 16 in the beginning.
She turned 16, so that means it's a few years before A New Hope. It also means it takes place before her appearances. We actually later see her in Forces of Destiny as well as Star Wars Rebels, so this is all before that. And really the story of the book is how Princess Leia discovers the rebellion, more specifically her parents' involvement in the rebellion, right, Sophie?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I'll tell you, for me, I'm very curious to hear from you, Sophie, what you really enjoyed about the book. But I find it really fascinating. It's almost like the Ahsoka book for anybody who's read it, where it's her discovery of the rebellion. But Ahsoka, Leia here is intrigued. She wants to help, but also she wants to help various peoples, various planets, and yet her parents are very concerned about bringing unwanted attention onto them and what Alderaan's doing, sort of helping people and not really working with the Empire. But also I'm curious to hear what you have to say. She's part of this is it called the Junior Senate or something?
Imperials? No.
It's not the Imperial Senate, but she's basically like there's a younger legislature involved, and so she takes part, so she gets a taste of galactic politics and so forth. And in the course of doing so, she encounters Tarkin, which for me was, I don't know about you, but for me it was really fascinating to see her interactions with Tarkin. He respects her to some degree, especially due to her youth, yet at the same time it's like kind of gives me chills because obviously a few years later in A New Hope, she has not so pleasant interactions with Grand Moff Tarkin. So I'll tell you, for me, the scene that really captured me, and what will remain in my mind forever is these echoes from the Phantom Menace, because Captain Panaka in the Phantom Menace appears again, but now he's a Moff. And he's a Moff who lives on a moon outside of Naboo, and he sees, and actually Leia comes to visit Quarsh Panaka, and he looks at her as if he's seen a ghost. He's right? Is that how you describe it? Like he's shocked, and he starts inquiring, like, who's your mother? What was she like? All these things, because he really very much sees Padme in her. Like he very much is very concerned. Although I'm not going to ruin what happens at the end of that. I'm not going to say what happens to Quarsh Panaka at the end of that interaction. But it's, for me, that is, I like the Phantom Menace, and it was a great connection between Padme and Leia here. Any thoughts you want to add, Sophie? Anything that stuck out to you, even especially as a junior reader such as yourself, Sophie? Do you have anything to add?
Not really.
How did you like it? Did you like it?
Yes.
Okay. What did you learn about Princess Leia in this book?
Well, I mean, before I didn't really know a lot, so I learned about her past, I guess.
You learn about her past. Okay.
Her present too.
Her present too. Well, bringing her up into the original trilogy of movies, right?
Yes.
Providing her background, basically that context of her growing up.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, awesome. So it was a good book. Would you recommend it to other kids?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would? Okay. I greatly enjoyed it, and even as an adult, I enjoyed it. Like I said, there was that incredible scene between Leia and Quarsh Panaka, as well as the scenes with her and Tarkin, and her coming into her own as a 16-year-old and finding out about her parents' involvement in the rebellion and her interest in aiding that process as well. So, thank you everybody for watching. Say thank you.
Thank you.
And may the Force be with you.